Hey, welcome back. We have a knife here. Let's get into it, guys. This is kind of an interesting one where I just sort of got it because it was honestly good for the buyer. It's a trade actually, which I don't do a lot. I've talked about that a few times on the channel. But once in a while, actually I've done two recently. It's kind of funny I say that. Yeah, once in a while I make an exception. And this is one of those times because these are pretty hard to come by, these Timascus Demko AD20.5s. That's a pretty freaking nice looking one too, by the way. Wow, I like the patterns on this one. Yeah, nice new one. Gosh, the finish on these, they're like glass. If you haven't gotten to handle one of these Demkos, the way they did this Timascus finish on the AD20.5 is just glassy. Glassy and classy. That is very nice. Man, interesting. The other one I have was carried quite a bit. I'm just gonna throw that under there so we can get a little bit of that sun angle on it. Let me see if I can find my other one real quick here. There we go. And I don't know if I'm feeling things, but I can feel like I can see the difference and stuff. Oh, yeah. This thing's so smooth though, because I did break this down and like clean it up, and it's been used, and it is brilliantly smooth. But the yeah, there's definitely some wear on the Timascus and stuff. You can kind of see a little bit there. This one's actually the one that's featured in all the photos on like Knife Center and a lot of the websites. So it's kind of cool having the exact one that was used for all the AD20.5 3V photography. But honestly, I actually like the pattern on this one a little more without those kind of, I don't know what you want to call those kind of voids there. This one's just a little nicer in that sense to me. These are 3V blade steel, made in Taiwan. But man, they are really nice. It's kind of cool to grab another one of these since the trade worked out. And my other one's been carried. And it's not in bad shape or anything, but I do like a nice, fresh, brand new knife when I can get my hands on one. Man, that one is really smooth though, my original. I feel like I did such a good job when I broke it down. Just a little smoother. Let's see. Locks super tight. Rock solid also. Actually, that one has a slight bit of play in it. It's very minor. Like you really have to crank on it to feel a little tick. But yeah, just kind of worked out this way on this one, I guess. Really like the thumb studs on the Demkos. I don't talk about it enough, but they're like grippy enough, but they're like not abrasive on your finger. And as silly as it sounds, it's a somewhat uncommon thing amongst knives. I think it's this angle of this last one. It's kind of angled there. See how these are like flat steps, and then this last step has an angle on it, and that just takes a little bit of that bite off there when you're putting your thumb on it. Really nice feeling. Kind of take that stuff for granted. Makes me wonder a little bit of like how much that plays into how many people like Demko knives. But let's go ahead and zoom back out here. these Timascus ones just feel so good in hand. That's the thing that's like maybe not caught as much about these because they're just kind of fancy or whatever, but they actually are the best feeling in hand of, I think, any of the Demko knives that have ever been made, that I've ever handled. I think they feel better in hand than any of them. Like compared to the 20.5, this thing to me feels like a tool. Like you're literally grabbing like a file or something. This full size would probably be the next one I'd like the most. Like the polished, like diamond milled. This is really good in hand too, I have to say. That thing feels amazing in hand. The G10 is not bad. Oops, blocked that with my other finger. The G10 is not bad, but it feels a little plasticky. And the Grivery is actually probably even a little more comfortable than the G10 in a way, but it feels even more plasticky. So yeah, this Timascus is just kind of a special knife. So cool to get another one. And they actually have these right now on the Demko website, and instead of being like 11 or 1,000 or 1,100 like they were at Knife Center, $900. At 900, brand new, 3V, full dress Timascus, shark lock. I know it's made in Taiwan, but I can't think of another knife for that price that's better than this. Well, that's maybe not the right. Like in terms of a full dress Timascus, that's what I mean by that. Like this guy for $800 or whatever it is probably, you know, it's made in USA. I'd say that's a better value. Probably this guy too, made in USA. But if you like Timascus full dress, it's pretty hard to beat this guy at $900 for what it is. If you're gonna use it and you want Timascus, it's a damn good knife. So that's all for now. Please like, subscribe. See you on the next one. Take care.